So hello everyone, we are back again with our latest video on SQL tutorial Evicacho by Evicacho Groups. So basically in this video we are going to cover everything you need to know about SQL commands. Okay, so let's move on to the next slide and check what are the things we are going to discuss today. Okay, so what are SQL commands? So SQL commands are instructions that are used to communicate with the database. It is also used to perform specific tasks, functions and queries of database. Okay, so SQL can perform various tasks like create a table, add data to table, drop the table, modify the table, set permissions for the users. Okay, so all this happen by the use of SQL commands. So basically what are the types of SQL command we have? So in general, we have five types of SQL commands, which are DDL, data definition language, DML, data manipulation language, DCL, data control language, TCL, transaction control language, and the DQL, data query language. So each of them we will discuss one by one. Let's move on to the next slide. So first is the data definition language command. So DDL changes the structure of the table like create a table, delete a table, altering a table, etc. Okay. So basically all the commands of DDL are auto committed. That means it permanently save all the changes in the database. So we don't need to commit or roll. We cannot roll back this because they are permanently committed and automatically committed. Okay. So what are the commands that come under DDL? So basically in DDL we have the create, alter, drop and truncate commands. Okay. So now move on and check each of them and then we will check the examples of each of them at SSMS. Okay. So create what it will do. It is used to create a new database objects like table, views, database, etc. in the database. Okay. So basically create command is used to create new database object, and database object is referred to the term like in all together table, views, database, store blocks, functions all are together called the database objects. So create command is used to create new database object. So syntax for create command is create table, table name, then the column name and data type and the size of the column if needed, like varchar if you mention then you need to provide the size, integer you don't need to provide the size. So column 1, column 2 till column n. Now move on to SSMS and we will check one by one each of them. So we have already written the query for you, so that means the video will not go that much longer. So see, so data definition language commands. So we have created examples for both creating the database also and creating the table also. So now copy this one and then first we will check the create example. Okay. So see here we have written two queries. So first one is creating a database like DB SQL command. Okay, so let me pin this one so that you can see what are the database I have currently. So currently we don't have this DB SQL command database. Now we will create this. So the syntax is very simple: create database, then the database name. Okay, now execute this. Now refresh this database. Now here we have the DB SQL command database created. Now start a new query in this particular. Here only we are going to create the tables and perform other DDL commands and DML commands. Okay. Now copy this create table. So table we are going to create in the database DB SQL command. So you have seen here the DB SQL command is selected, and also at down you also here you can also see the database name which is selected. Okay. So while working in prod environment, you need to be very cautious that which database or which server you have choose. Either you have choose the dev server or prod server, or you are using the correct database or not. Otherwise, the table will be created in some different databases. So that will be a problematic thing for you in the workplace. Okay. So here now we have written a create table statement. So create table, table name, and then the column name, column 1, employee ID, data type, employee name, data type, employee date of joining, data type, then employee age, data type, gender, then data type, and then go is the statement eliminator. So basically either you can use the semicolon or go, both will work the same thing. Okay, now execute this. So now the table is created. Now when we execute this, select star from employee table, select star from employees table. Now we have the table created: employee ID, employee name, date of joining. Now move on to the next one. Next, what we have, next command we have the alter command. So this command is used to delete, modify or add constraints or column in an existing table. So it is used to add constraints or column in the existing table. Okay, or also dropping the column also alter we can use. So now move on and check we will use the alter command. So syntax for alter command is also very simple. Alter table, table name, then add column name and data type, then alter table, table name, drop column, then column name. Okay, now what we will do here, in this particular table we will add one more column, which is department. So currently when we execute the select star, we don't have the department table. So we will create we will add employee department table using the alter statement. So we have written, we will write here. So alter table, then the table name, copy this, paste, and add column name, add column name, employee department, emp dpt, then data type we will give varchar 50, varchar 50. Okay, so this is the example of alter statement. Now execute this. So command completed successfully. Now execute select star. Then here we have the employee department column added. Okay, so alter is clear. Now move on to the next one. After alter, what we have? We have the drop. So drop statement, drop command. This statement is used to drop an existing database object like table, view, database, etc. Okay, so it is also used for dropping any database object. So when you use this command, complete information present in the database for that particular database object will be lost. Okay, so whenever we will use the drop command, then all the information related to that particular database object, either it is a table, view, or a database, so everything will be lost for that particular database object. Now we will check, we will drop the database and recreate that and drop the table also. So first of all, we will drop the table because the table is contained in the database, same database, and then we will try to drop the database. Okay, so we have written the query, we will use that query itself, so that delay will not happen in the video. Now close this. Now open a new query window, and this particular query list I will provide you at the end of the session, will be linked to the our description. Okay, so here we have written drop table, table name. This is the syntax and the statement for that. So first we will drop the employee table. Currently we have the employee table, control 4, then it is coming. Now when we drop this drop table, command completed successfully. Now when we do a select star, then what it is telling, select star from employees table, and execute this. So invalid object name employees because it has been deleted. Now when we delete the database, now drop database, database name. Okay, execute this, and then cannot drop the database, new database, because it does not exist, or you do not have the permission, because we are in the database. So see, this is a point to note, that if we are in that database, then we cannot drop that particular database. So we need to change the database, and then we will go to master, and then when we drop, this will take this particular statement. Now drop database, database name, not drop, or from here also we will drop. So this will also provide you the same script. So see, drop database, database name. Now execute this. Command completed successfully. Now when we refresh this, so see, that database has been gone. Okay, now we will create that database so that we will perform other activities. So drop command is also clear to everyone. Now create this database again, and again recreate this table. Okay, and also we will add the column, so that statement is available or not. So here we have that statement, alter database, alter table, table name. Okay, database also we can alter, and we can modify the name of the database also. So this I have missed, we will discuss that also. You can check here only, alter database, database name, and then modify name equals to this. By this, using this, we can modify the name of the database. So if you execute this, now currently see the database name what it is. So db SQL command. Okay, now when we alter the database, so see, the database name has been set. Okay, now refresh this one time, and then see, here we have the new db SQL commands. Okay, this is also clear. Now execute this, control R, expand this, if we have the table existing or not. So table is not existing there. One second. Now we need to create the table. So create table, table name, copy this, new query. Okay, execute. Command completed successfully. Now refresh this particular database once. So we have the table. Okay, we have the table DBO employees. Okay, now move on to the query section. Remove this. Okay, so here we have. So we are going to check the drop we have already done. Okay, now. Okay, now drop is clear to everyone. Now we need to add the employee department ID. We need to add. We will add this particular column. Okay, this column has also been added. Now when we execute this, select top 1000 record. So we are getting this or not? New database, invalid object, new database. It is telling. Refresh. Control 4. So alter table. One second. Some mess has been happened. We need to check alter table employees. So we are doing in master table, master database. We need to go in new DB. Okay, now when we execute this, so see what will be happen in the mistake. We have also created those table in the master database, I guess. So for going to master database, you need to expand the system database, and now expand the master database, then tables. Then when you expand, see DBO employee has been created here also. So we need to drop this table from here. So we can also drop the tables from the GUI itself. It will provide the same script. When you script here, click here the script, then see this is providing the same thing. Drop table, then the table name. Okay, and use master database. Execute this. So command completed successfully. It has been removed from master. Now we will go to the remove these queries. We will go to the main query. Okay, now drop is also completed. Now move on to the next one. So after drop, what we have the truncate command. So lot of R&D will also happen in the video, so that you will get all the details by the practicals also, because practical will give you more knowledge. Okay, so don't afraid of that particular thing. Now we will discuss the truncate. So truncate, this command is used to delete the information present in the table but does not delete the table. Okay, so it will delete all the information available in the table but do not delete the table structure. As we have seen, the drop command is completely deleting the table. Even the table structure is also not remaining. But the truncate is deleting all record, but it is not deleting the structure of the table. The table will still exist. So this is the big difference between the drop and truncate command that will be asked in the interviews also. So once you use this command, your information will be lost, but not the table. Okay, but the table will be available. So syntax for truncate is also very simple. Truncate table and then the table name. So here you do not put any condition. We will check the difference between truncate and delete also when we move to delete. Okay, so truncate table, table name. When we will go and check the truncate command also. One second, let me remove this. Now go to SSMS. So here we have this, cancel this. Okay, now for truncate employees. So currently, as we don't have any record in employees, so first we will insert some record, then we will delete that. Okay, remove the unwanted tabs so that we will get a clear idea. Now first of all, we will insert some record. So I have written the query itself, insert into the employees table, employee ID and date of joining, and then here we also need to add the employee department, as we have added this particular column by using the alter table statement, tpt department. So department we will put like 1 and 1. Department is a varchar, so write the department like cs. Okay, now here also cs. Now execute this statement. If it is working, copy this and we will open a new query window, then there we will execute this. Insert into employees table. Employees table, what are the columns we have? Employee ID, employee name, employee date of joining, employee age, employee gender, and employee department. So employee gender we have not added, so after employee age we will add the gender also. So gndr, gender, and then gender will be Rohit and Mohan, both are male. Okay, by the name it is showing male, Okay, mail and then comma. So insert statement, be clear on this particular also. Insert into table name, then the column name you can mention, and then value, and then the values what you want to provide for the insert statement. Okay, so this is also clear. Now mail. Now, but here we are going to check the truncate statement. So don't worry about insert. Insert we will check later also. Okay. So here one code is pending. So close this code. Now execute this. So this will work. Okay. Now when we do a select star on employees, we have some record available. Means two records available that we have added. Select star from employees. Okay. Now execute this. So two records are available. Now when we truncate this table, so as we have truncate table, table name is the syntax for this. So truncate table and then the table name. Okay, execute this. Command completed successfully. Now when you do a select star, then all the records has been gone, but the table structure is available, still available. Still we can insert record into this. See, if we do a select star, still we have the ability to use that table. So truncate is not completely deleting the table, but deleting the records in that table, but the records will be available in that table. Now we will again truncate this and then check the select star. So truncate is also clear to everyone. Now move on to the next one. So next we have the data manipulation language commands. Okay, so DML commands are used to modify the data. It is responsible for all form of changes in the database. So it is used for modifying the data. Okay, now, the command of DML, data manipulation language, is not auto committed. That means it can't permanently save all the changes in the database and they can be rolled back. Okay. So we have the ability to roll back these changes, these DML commands, because they are not automatically means automatically committed. But the DDL command are auto committed. Okay. We can't change that. So now move on. What are the commands we have in DML, data manipulation language? So we have insert, update, and delete. Okay. Now move on and check each of them one by one. So we have the insert, update, and delete. Now see, data manipulation language. So insert, what it will do, as you have seen now also, the insert statement in a SQL query is a SQL query. It is used to insert data into the row of a table. Okay, so basically insert statement is used to insert data into the rows of the table. So syntax for insert is insert into table name, then the column 1, column 2, column n, and values, then the value 1, value 2, value 3, value n. Or you can do what, like you can insert into the table name and then values, and then you can put the directly the values, but the order of the value should be the same as the order of the column if you are not mentioning the column names. Okay, this also we will check now. Now move on to SSMS and we will check the insert statement. So this first syntax is clear, like insert into the table name and then column names and then the column values as per the column name we have mentioned. So this, when we execute this, now select star. So we are getting the exact records. Now truncate, remove this one. Okay, this is fine. Now then other than this, we also have written that we will use. So this we will pick. Okay. Now without mentioning the table column names, how we will insert the value? So that I will show to you. So insert into employees, then directly the values, but the value at which we are providing must be in the same order as that of the table order. Okay, so first see the table order. So first of all we have the employee ID. So ID we have provided 34, and then the name Asha Gita we have provided. Then date of joining date we have provided, and then employee is 3341 we have provided. Then gender. So gender for Asa and Gita will be female. Okay, female. Okay, now again female, and then we have the department we will take, like IT department or HR department we will take this time. HR department. Okay, so HR department. Now see, we have provided the values in the same order in which the columns are available in the table. Now when we execute this, so see, records has been, two rows has been affected. Now when we check select star, so here we are getting all the four records available, two from that with the column names and two without the columns name. Okay, so insert is I think clear to everyone. Now move on to the next one. So next we have the update statement. So what update will do? So this command is used to update or modify the value of a column in the table. So basically update is used to modify the value of a column in the table. So syntax for update is also very simple. Update table name, then set column 1 what value you want, then comma column 2 what value you want, till column n what value you want, and where the condition. So condition is a must in a update statement, because if you don't give the condition, then all the data will be updated. Okay, so let's move on to SSMS and check one update statement also. So let's take, we want to update the date of joining. Date of joining for Geeta we want to, currently it's 1st October 2023. We want to keep it as 1st January 2025. So let's update this. So update syntax is update, one second, update table name, employees table. Okay, now set employee joining date, set emp doj equals to, so in quote we need to in quotation we need to provide the date 2025 01 01. Okay, so in where condition we will put like where employee id equals to 4, emp id equals to 4. Okay, so this is clear. So update table name, set column name equals to value where condition. Okay, now execute this. What record we are getting? One row affected. Now check this record, select star. So see, now Geeta's joining date is 1st January 2025. So update is also clear to everyone. And what if we will not provide the update statement, means condition in the update statement, then all the records will be updated. So we will check that also, but we will keep the backup also first. Control 4. So what we will do, we will update the employee date without any employee department without any condition. Okay, and here we will put the condition like after means doing the change, we will again change that 3 4 to employee emp department emp dpt. Okay, copy this and then keep this here equals to hr we will keep as backup. After updating that we will update again. Okay, so that is why I'm keeping the backup also. So hr. Okay, now put this down, and then now without using the where condition, we will put the employee. So update table name, set employee department equals to cs. So here we are not providing any condition cs. Okay, where condition we will remove, then we will see what will happen. So currently what records we have, we will check again. So we have like 2 employees are in cs department and 2 employees are in hr department. So here we are updating the employees table and setting the employee department to cs without any condition. Now execute this and then execute. So 4 rows affected. Now execute this. So select start from employees. So see, without the condition all the records has been updated. Okay, now roll back this change. So this is also clear. So we will update to hr 3 and 4. Okay, now execute, we get the proper record. Okay, now move on to the next one. So next what we have after update, we have the delete. So delete, it is used to remove one or more rows from a table. So delete is also very good, means good. Here also we need to provide the where condition, otherwise all the records will be deleted. So what is the main difference between truncate and delete is, in truncate statement you cannot provide any where clause, you need to delete all the records from the table. But in delete statement we have the flexibility to provide a condition on which we want to delete the record. Okay, so let's move on to ssms and check. We will delete one record and check. Okay, so I'll remove this update. First check what records we have. So here we want to delete rohit record we want to delete. So directly you can mention delete from the table name mplo table name, copy this. Not sure why the intelligence is not working fine. So delete from table name and then the condition where employee id equals to 1, emp id equals to 1. Now execute this. So delete from table name where the condition. Okay, this is the statement for delete, syntax for delete and the statement for delete. Now execute this. Now one record affected. Now execute the select star from the employees table. Now when we do a select star, so see, Rohit record has been deleted. Now we can insert that record also. So insert directly we can do, and then here we have the value available. Okay, so delete is also clear to everyone. Now move on to the next command. So after delete, what we have the data control language command. Okay, so what data control language will do? So data control DCL commands are used to grant and take back authorities from any database user. Okay, so basically these are providing access or granting the access or taking back the access from a user for the security point of view. Okay, so which user can use which table, which user can use which database, like those kind of access we are providing by data control language. Okay, so commands that come under DCL are grant and revoke. So only two commands are there, but both are very powerful because they are used to provide access to users, granting the access or revoking back the access. Okay, so grant, it is used to give user access privilege to a database. So okay, so it is providing the access to a user to a certain database. Now example, grant select update on my table to some user or another user. Okay, now revoke, so it is used to take back permission from a user, take back permission from the user. So example for this is revoke select update on my table from user 1 and user 2. Okay, and the practical example for this DCL command we will check when we are going to do the data admin course, because basically the administrator are going to use these commands. Okay, so for developers these commands are not in use. Now move on to the next one. After DCL, what we have? So after DCL, we have the TCL, transaction control language. Okay. So TCL commands can only use with DML command, data manipulation language command, like insert, delete, and update only. So DDL command operations are automatically committed in the database. That's why TCL command cannot be used while creating table or dropping table. Okay. So this is clear. So transaction control languages can only be used with the data manipulation language commands like insert, update, and delete, and these are not able to work with the data definition language command, DDL command, like create, delete, create, and drop, because they are automatically committed, auto committed. Okay, now move on. What are the commands we have in TCL, transaction control language? So we have the commit, rollback, and save point commands. Now move on and check each of them one by one. Now commit, what it will do? So commit command is used to save all the transactions to the database. Okay, so basically this is used to commit all the transactions that are going. Transactions mean the insert, update, or delete action that you are taking. So there's that are called only the transactions in the database. Okay, so be clear on that part. So basically syntax of commit is commit. Now move on to SSMS and we will check the commit statement. So we have written the statement, one example we have written for commit also, we will use that only. Okay, now copy this. So basically we are going to insert one record and then we are going to commit that, so that that record will be saved to that table. Okay, so insert into employees table, values, so value will match employee ID, we have name, we have date of joining, we have age, we have gender, we don't have. So Ramesh is the male, so write male. Okay, and now give him CS department, CS. Okay, now here we are committing this particular insert statement. Now when we execute this combined, execute the command. Okay, now execute. So one row affected, the commit transaction request has no corresponding begin trans. Okay, so begin transaction also we need to do. Sorry, one second, we need to check here. First we need to begin the transaction, begin tran. So for begin for starting the transaction you need to like begin tran and then commit tran. So tran is standing for transaction. Okay, now execute this, control R. I think this record has been inserted or what. So Ramesh has been inserted, but we will check it again. First we will delete this particular. Okay, now delete from. So for starting for using commit or rollback, we need to first start the transaction. if the transaction, for starting the transaction we need to use begin tran, and for committing the transaction we need to use commit tran, and for rollbacking we will check after this. Okay, begin tran. Now delete from employees where emp id equals to 5. The new record that we have inserted, we will delete that first. Okay, so deleted. Now remove this delete statement. Now do a select star once and check. So fifth record has been deleted, means Ramesh record is not available now. Now when we execute this, begin trans, insert into this table, then commit the trans, means save the transaction. So one row affected. Now execute this. So see, this is this has been committed. Okay, so basically commit and rollback are used in the, means these transaction opening and closing has been used in store procedure. So we will take a deep dive into that when we are going to discuss the store procs. Okay, so don't worry about that if you don't understand this currently. Now move on to the next one. Next we have the rollback. So rollback command is used to undo transaction that has not already been saved to the database. Okay, so if a transaction has not been already saved to a database, then we can roll back that particular transaction using the rollback command. Okay, so syntax for rollback is rollback. So similarly we will go and check one example for rollback also in the SSMS, then it will be much clearer. Okay, so as we have done the begin trans and then commit trans, then here we need to put the rollback, rollback, rollback trans, and we will pick another record. Okay, so now this insert into table. Now first check the records. So id, name, date of joining, age is available, then gender Suresh is also a male candidate. We will put like male, and then we will put it into cs, to him also cs. Okay, that is fine. Now control r. Now when we execute this, so begin transaction, insert into this, and then roll back. Okay, now execute this. So what is happening? One row affected. Execute this. So see, the record has not been inserted because the transaction has been rolled back. Okay, this is clear, means while we do the rollback, then if the record is not saved into the table, then it will be rolled back if we use the rollback statement. This is clear. Again I will show. Execute this. So this one record has been affected, but no record has been inserted because we are using the rollback command. And if we do without the rollback command, then this particular will, if we use the commit in place of rollback, commit commit, then execute this. So one row has been affected. Now when you execute this, so sixth record has been inserted, Suresh record. So I think means commit and rollback is clear to everyone. Now move on to the next one. So next we have the save point. So what it is used for? So save point is used to roll the transaction back to a certain point without rolling back the entire transaction. Okay. So if we use the save point, then we can roll back the transaction at a certain point. Means half of the transaction, if we have multiple insert statements, then we can apply that save point at some of the point, and then we will means roll back the transaction from the saved point. Before that we will save all the transactions, and after that we will roll back all the transactions. So this save point example we will check while we will discuss the store procedures, and very soon we will create a good video on that store procedures also. So be available on that. And now move on to the next one. Okay, so next after that we have the data query language. Okay, and this is the last one. So DQL is used to fetch the data from the database. Okay, so basically data query language is used to fetch data from the database. So select statement, the one command is there, only the select statement. So this statement is used to select data from a database, and the data returned is stored in a result table called the result set. So what here we are doing the select star, so this particular is coming in a result set. So this particular table structure is called the result set only. Okay, now what we have syntax for that, syntax for this DQL is very simple. Select column 1, column 2, column n, from the table, or star is used to select all the records from the table, that we have already seen. Select star from the table name. Okay, so this is clear. Now move on to the next one. So apart from just using the select keyword individually, we can use the below keyword with the select statement also. So these keywords also we can use to enhance the properties of select statement. So distinct is used for fetching any fetching and distinct records from a particular column. Okay, so now we will check each of them one by one. So select we will use first. Select star we have already seen. Now select we will use one by one with the other keywords. Okay, so first we will use the select distinct. Okay, first move all of them. Now we will use here. Now we want, if we want to check how many distinct, means how many unique departments are there, then we can use the select distinct from the table name. So select what distinct we want to check. Select distinct employee department. So simply you can mention distinct emp department, emp dept department from the table name. Now execute this. So it will show you all the unique departments that we have in the table. So CS and HR. Okay, so distinct is clear to everyone. Now move on to the next one. Next we have the order by. So basically order by clause will order the record by a specific column or by multiple columns. Okay, so now move on to SSMS and check the working of distinct. So select star we will keep here. Okay, now so select star, from select star we will check the table what data is there. Okay, so now we want to, if you want to order the record by employee name, then we can use the order by clause. So select star from employees. Then we are discussing the DQL command, data query language command. So be clear on that particular part. Then order by what? Employee name we want. EMP name. So both descending and ascending order you can do, but if by default it is ascending, so if you do execute now, so it is ordering the records by ascending names. And for descending you need to mention DESC. Okay, so see, now it is ordering the records by descending names, and ascending is by default also, and also you can mention ASC for better clarity. You can mention ASC also. Okay, so order by is also clear to everyone. Now move on to the next one. So we have the group by. So basically group by is used to group the records by a certain column. Okay, so basically these are used with the aggregate functions. So let's check an example here also. So let's check if we want the record of count of employees as per the department, then we need to use the group by clause. Okay, so this we will achieve by group by clause. So we want select count of star, means all will provide the star, count star, and then we want, don't count star, count employee name we can count. So count employee name, as we have all the employees, or employee ID we can also do. EMP name, count employee name, comma, we want department wise employee count. EMP DEPT department from our table, employees table. Copy this. Now paste the column which is not available in the aggregate function. So once execute this like this without the group by. So see, here we are getting one error. So column employees dot employee department is invalid in the select list because it is not contained in either an aggregate function or the group by clause. So if we are using a aggregate function, then columns which are not in the aggregate function, then we need to put these columns into the group by clause. Okay, so if we are doing any aggregation, so basically group by is used with aggregate functions like count, sum, mean, max. Okay now, so that function video we have already published, so you can go on our channel and check that function video also, so that you will get a better clarity on this. Now group this record by group by employee department. Okay, now when we execute this, then we will get the employee count as employee count. You can mention here the alias also as EMP emp count, so unt. Okay, now execute this. So see here, employee what department, so cs department we have 4 employees, hr department we have 2 employees. Now do a select star and check. So see here, cs we have 4 employees and hr we have 2 employees, and here what we are getting, here we are getting the same record, cs 4 employees and then hr 2 employees. Now if you want by gender, if you want by gender, then by gender also we can do, because that example also we can have, we can perform in this particular table. So count of employee name as employee count by gender, gender gender column. So how many male employees and female employees are available in the company, that detail also we will fetch from this particular query. Now group by the gender. So see, female are 2 and male are 4, and when we execute this, select star. So see, male 1 2 3 4 and then female 1 2. Okay, so this is clear, group by is also clear to everyone. Now move on to the next one. Next we have the having clause. So basically having clause is also working like where clause. It is used for filtering based on a condition, but it is used when we want to filter a condition of a aggregate function, or after a group by clause if we want to filter some record, then we will use having clause. So means keep this particular in mind for now, because we will create a separate video on that, because group by and having clause are a separate thing to discuss in a separate video also. So we will make a big video on that also. Now move on to ssms and check the working of having clause, how we can do. So if we want like those employees, okay, mm, with less number of counts, okay, those okay, like that department record we want where the employee count is less. Okay, so then we cannot use the where clause. Here we need to use the having clause. If you apply the where clause cannot be used with the aggregate function where. So if we put here where count is less than, count is greater than, so I will show the example also why we are not using the where, why we are using having. So greater than 2. So 2, when we apply this and execute this, what we are getting, an aggregate function may not appear in the where clause unless it is in a subquery contained in a having clause or a select list, and the column being aggregated is an outer reference. Okay, so this is clear. So we cannot use the where clause here. So if we want to filter the record after applying the group by, then how we will do, we will use the having clause. Group by employee id, having count of employee name, count of employee name greater than 2. Now this when we execute, so we are getting cs, because cs has more than 2 records, more than 2 employees. Okay, so employee count we are checking which has the which department has the employee count greater than 2. So cs department, so then we need to use the having clause. So having example is also clear to everyone. Now last we have the into. So we can use the into with select, and we can create a duplicate table also. So duplicate example we can take now. For now we can check the duplicate example. So if you want to create a duplicate table on top of this employee table, then how we will do, like we can create like select star into. So the new table name here you want to you need to mention employee underscore duplicate. So like this only you can duplicate your table in SQL Server. That is also one thing to note. Okay, select star into employee duplicate from which table we want all the records, from employee table. Okay, now see here in table we have only one table in this particular database. Expand this, new query, new db SQL command. So here we have currently only the single table, employee table. Now when we use select star into employee duplicate from employees table, then what it is doing, execute this. So 6 record affected. Now here one duplicate table it has also been created. Now when you refresh the tables, then you see employee duplicate table is created and all the records are same to that of employees table. When you do a select star, for both of the tables. First do a select star on the duplicate table that we have created currently by using the into clause. Select star from from employee duplicate. The video goes a little bit longer, but don't worry, lot of things we have covered here. All the commands is completed. You will get a better idea of commands by using this video. So see, all the statements, all the means record set are available in employees duplicate table also. So using this only we can create a duplicate table also, this into command. Okay, so this is complete, and the SQL command is completed. And thank you for watching, friends, and many more videos are on the way, my friends. And keep watching, do like, share and subscribe. And once our subscriber count will reach the milestone of 500 subscriber, I have already told we will bring a master series on SQL tutorial that will be a means business class, and that you can use for even your working, for interviews, for becoming zero to hero, and everything you can use that master class. But once we reach the milestone of 500 subscriber, because I want means lot and lot of people will benefit from that particular session. And thank you for watching. Thank you everyone. If you have any doubt, please let us know in comments, and also you can contact to our number. And thank you.